Hey guys, it's me again, K-Town Fat Cat, coming back at you with another episode of Dust, Daily Useless Sports Trivia. This is going to be part 2 of my wax pack opening. Today I'm going to be opening 4 packs of 1985 Topps baseball cards. I've watched a lot of these videos and you see guys scavenging the packs looking for one particular card while you see them flying through several All-Stars and MVPs and Cy Young Award winners and Hall of Famers. And they'll just pass right by them because they're looking for one particular rookie card. And I just don't like to look at baseball cards that way. So I'm going to try a different take. And if I see a guy I know a little bit about, I'm going to touch on it. So here we go. Pack 1, 1985 Topps baseball wax pack. This set does have the Clemens, Gooden, Puckett rookies in it. So hopefully we do get one of those, but I'm not going to be disappointed if I don't. So let's see what we have here. Game piece. Rich Gale of the Red Sox. Denny Martinez. Some of his other cards in future years will say Dennis Martinez. He passed Juan Marichal before he retired, I think by 1 win, to become the winningest Latin pitcher of all time. Greg Walker of the White Sox. Mariano Rivera. Cliff Johnson, record breaker. I've always loved special cards like this, record breakers and things, highlight cards. That's how I learned a lot of my useless sports trivia over the years, was reading the back of these. So this particular one was most pinch homers lifetime. And he hit his 19th, and that was the record. Steve Braun, father-son. I used to love to get these cards when I was young. This one's Bob Skinner and Joel Skinner. Father-son team that played in the bigs. Lloyd Mosby, the Blue Jays. Donnie Scott, catcher for the Rangers. Jimmy Key. He's a very consistent pitcher, the 80s and 90s. And this is his rookie card. Jimmy Key rookie card. Not a bad one. Jackie Gutierrez. Gerald Perry of the Braves. Howard Johnson, Hojo. Mr. 30-30. I think he hit 30 homers and stole 30 bases in the same season on 3 different occasions, I believe. 12 and 10 in 84. Lynn Matuzak. And Raleigh Fingers. Mr. Mustache. 341 lifetime saves. That record stood for a long time. A good 10 or more years, 10 or 15 years before anybody broke it. Now what do you got? Mariano Rivera over 600. It's nuts how saves have become such a big part of the game. But before these new guys, Raleigh was the man. See how many he had here. 324 saves at this point in his career. Former Cy Young, former MVP. Let's see what we got in the next pack. I did pay $4 a piece for these packs. Don't think I'm stupid. I just love opening old wax. Takes me right back. Let's see what we got here. Bobby Castillo. Hal McRae. You got Hal McRae, Willie Wilson, White. I can't think of his name right now. George Brett. Hal McRae, he was a dangerous hitter at one time. I think he had 54 doubles in a season. Let's see here. Yeah. 1977, he had 54 doubles. And then in 1982, look at there. 27 homers, 133 runs batted in. I know those numbers don't seem like a lot, all you guys that grew up in the steroid era, but 54 doubles and 133 runs batted in 1 year, those used to be extremely rare. Tom Herr. Well, Tom, I'm thinking 85, I believe it was 85, had 100 RBIs and under 10 home runs, and that's a very rare feat. I think he had 110 runs batted in exactly and might have had 8 home runs. But old Tommy Herr. Reed Nichols. Davey Johnson. Manager card. He managed that World Series team that beat the Red Sox on the Buckner through the legs. But Davey, yeah, he was with the Braves, and I want to say in '73 he hit over 40 home runs in 1 year. That's pretty impressive. Chris Chambliss. Don Baylor. I want to say he was the '79 AL MVP. He had 139 runs batted in. Let's see here. Yep. 79 with the Angels. What does that say? 36 homers, 139 runs batted in. The year before, Jim Rice had won MVP with 139 runs batted in also. Don Baylor. Here we go. Steve Henderson. Tony Gwynn, NL All-Star. Look at that. He led the league with a .351 batting average. Lee Lacy was second at .321. That was .351. That was probably not even in his top 5 batting averages in 1 year. John Henry Johnson. Matt Young. Renee Lockman. Jerry Narron. A lot of these guys I've never heard of, guys. Bear with me on their names. Brian Harper. And Bobby Meacham. Way off center. I must say, from collecting for so many years, this set has the most, I don't know, errors or misprints of about any set. Out of focus pictures, trash on the lens or whatever. I mean, it's just, every time I look at these cards, I'm let down. But I always like the green back. There's some 30-plus-year-old gum. All right, let's see what we got here. Game piece. Gary Gaetti. He's going to get you about 30 home runs a year. Rafael Ramirez. Living here in North Carolina, the Braves were our team back in the 80s. Of course, they were everybody's team with the Superstation TBS on cable, but yeah, they were America's team, and he was the shortstop. Dave Smith, good relief pitcher. Bob James. Bob Shirley, great action shot of his high leg kick. Bobby Castillo again. Hal McRae again. Ken Schramm. Gary Carter, All-Star. That's his last All-Star. His last year with the Expos. Team that is no longer with us, but I've always loved them. And I remember collecting cards as a kid, and a friend of mine actually looked at the logo and said, "Who are the Elbs?" He thought this M was ELB. It is kind of tricky to the eye, but who are the Elbs? I'll never forget that. Gary Carter, rest in peace, one of the best catchers of any era. Great player. Mike Madden. Scott Thompson. Mike Norris, member of the Black Aces, probably the least known member of the Black Aces. 22 wins in 1980. He was 22-9 with like a 2.75 ERA. Ooh, 2.53 ERA, even better than I thought. Mike Norris. Cocaine got him, guys. Great pitcher. Greg Gross. Oh, I forgot about the Olympic cards. We might actually get a Mark McGwire rookie card in here. And another Tony Gwynn All-Star card. One to go. One to go. Let's see. Come on, baby. Give us something good to look at here. Talk about. Oh, this gum's busted. Game piece, 8 runs. Gary Pettis, pretty good base stealer. Wow, Tom Terrific. Tom Seaver. What more can you say? He arguably top 5 all-time pitchers. He's just so consistent no matter what team he was with. He ended up having over 300 lifetime wins, over 3,000 strikeouts, and 60 shutouts, I believe. 60 or 61. What do you have here? 60. So, great card, great pitcher. Terry Kennedy. Bruce Benedict. That's kind of what I'm talking about, this out of focus. Just poor quality cards, if you ask me. Bob Gritch. Willie Aikens. George Bell, spelled with a J. He was the 87 American League MVP. That was year McGwire and Andre Dawson hit 49 home runs, and that was a huge number back then. Well, George Bell had 47 home runs in 86, and he was a great player, forgotten by many, but he was an MVP. Ron Davis. Don Ossie. Paul Molitor. 39 game hitting streak in 87. Over 3,000 hits. Him and Robin Yount. Great player. One of the oldest men to have 200 hits in a season. I think he had 225, and he was in his late 30s. Sparky Anderson. He great manager. He managed the Big Red Machine in the 70s, and then came back and won with the Tigers also. Alvin Davis. I think he was a Rookie of the Year. Yeah, look at this. This is his rookie card. 181 hits, 27 homers, 116 runs batted in, his rookie season. Alvin Davis rookie card. Mike Warren. Dwight Gooden, Dr. K rookie card. His next card, as you'll see in one of my other videos, the 86 Topps card is my favorite baseball card of all time. But this card, when I was a teenager, was one of the hottest cards in the baseball industry. I loved Dwight Gooden. He should have been in the Hall of Fame. He's 19 years old in this picture, and he led the league with 276 strikeouts. And the year before, when he played in the minor leagues at Lynchburg, 300 strikeouts and 191 innings. Wow. He was so good at such a young age. I actually got to see him pitch in spring training when he was with the Yankees. And Dave Dravecki, the guy I spoke about in the other video about he had cancer in his arm and was on the mound pitching, and his arm broke and the ball went flying wildly and he fell on the mound in excruciating pain. He had to have that arm amputated. Such a sad story. Well, there you have it, guys. I pulled a Gooden rookie out of there, and I got a Tom Seaver and a few other good stars. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope to come back with some more unopened cards. I know I have some 86 Fleer to open, and I have some football cards to open up. So anyway, stay tuned. I'll be coming back with some other videos opening cards, and I'll get back into doing my sports trivia videos on different topics and different sports. So if you like this, please like and subscribe. I'm determined to be one of your favorite channels on YouTube if you like sports and little tidbits of information that go along with them. Thanks again. For now, this is K-Town Fat Cat signing out. Talk to you soon.